Good afternoon, YouTube. Today, today's a real special day, and because it's a special day, I just want to talk about parenting. You know, a lot of kids like myself grew up in one parent homes and everything. For me, I just had my mom. She's been my rock, my everything over the years. The complete 26 going on 27 years of my life. She has been my heart, my strength, my everything that I ever needed. But I always knew, I always had something missing because I didn't have a father there. Little girls need a father, but we're not going to dread on that. Today was so just warming and uplifting. My son decided to get baptized, and I just love how everybody came together. I feel so grateful and so blessed that my kids have is basically there's four of us taking care of them, you know, and for me to only have one parent and they have four looking out for them, loving them, showing them the right way, guiding them down the right path that they need to be on and everything. It's just really amazing, and I can't be more grateful, like I know seeing my babies grow up, I know what I was missing out on because my father just for whatever reason just wasn't there. But because of that, it just makes me even more eternally grateful to the Lord that my babies have not just me and their dad, we're not even together, but they have two additional parents, and they treat them just like we do. They get in trouble by us for something, they can get in trouble by them for the same way. I'm really grateful for my kid's stepmom. She's beautiful, she's an awesome young lady and everything, and we just really click. I love how she's always willing to come together or talk with me or whatever. We clash from time to time, but that doesn't matter. We just let that roll off and we keep it pushing, and I'm really grateful for her and everything because when I'm not there and everything, because sometimes you got to check the daddies because daddies just be doing what they want to do sometimes or whatever, but she's on it. She's on it. It's their dad's year for them to be to go to school with him, even though it's all on the computer or whatever. But I don't have to worry if I'm really busy with my modeling or whatever the case may be that I have going on. I don't have to worry, is my kids okay? Is anybody trying to throw shade on me to my kids and talk down about me to them or anything? She's not somebody who's trying to, she knows that she's stepmom, and but I really feel like she's a second mom more or less, because she's really great. And then with my kid's father, you know, I really appreciate how he has grown and matured and everything of that nature, because there's a point in time where he cannot imagine someone else, another man, being the father figure in his kid's life. And now, today they took a picture together. Like that is a major big deal. And it's just so this is a historical moment in time to have a picture with all four of my kids' parents, me, their actual father, their stepfather and stepmother, all of us together with my babies. It really just warms my heart, and I really pray that other people can get on that same co-parenting level. I know that there are people out there that they hate that the mom has another boyfriend or is married to someone else, or the dad has another girlfriend or is married to another woman. But at the same time, that really comes from our own insecurities and our own pride. If you really think about it, you guys, that is more of a blessing for these babies. These kids, a lot of kids grow up, with nobody looking after them, nobody caring about them and everything. And for your kid to have more than one person, wait, for that burden of being a parent is not only on you. You have someone else to share that with. If the kids are stressing you out, you can call one of the other parents to help take some of that stress off. Or maybe you're lacking some money and the kids want something or need something. You have somebody to call on. You people, that is an internal blessing. you know I don't think you guys really understand how grateful I truly am for these other people. I can't hate them. I can't be mad at them for anything. Like, y'all love my crazy babies. Like, they're not even yours and you love them like they are. For that, I'm completely grateful, to the point where I just be wanting to hug them, and I do. Yes, I hug my kids' father's girlfriend. Well, sometimes, but she knows that I love her and everything. Like, and I really appreciate her. I really appreciate my kid's stepfather and everything. Like, he shows up, he plays zero games about my babies. He don't let nothing or nobody get in the way of them. Whatever they ask for, he gives them. I'd be like, nah, but he'll do it anyway, or whatever. But you know what? The fact that he will stay around in their lives knowing that these are not his kids, that's major respect. Major respect. And I want everybody to feel that. Anybody who is not with their kid's mother or kid's father, and then there's an additional person, don't hate that person. Don't be mad at that person for being in your child's life. I mean, unless that person is just like nasty to your kids, but that's a whole nother story. I'm talking about good people. When your kid's other parent runs into someone else and they fall for and they get together and everything, as long as that other person is a true person to your kids and treats your kids the same way they treat their kids, or they would treat their kids just in case they don't have any or whatever, and everything, as long as that person treats your kid with the most up respect and they love them and adore them just as much as you do and everything, don't be mad, don't hate them, don't throw shade on them, don't talk bad about them to the kids or anything, because those people are really another blessing for your baby. I see that with the people in my kids' life. I truly do. That they're a real another blessing. A lot of kids, sometimes they get a little bit scared to talk to their actual parents and everything, but that's, for me, I feel like that is okay, because they have two other people that they can go to outside of their grannies and everything, and it might be a little bit easier to talk to them because their other parents don't even whoop them. So they might yell at them a little bit, but they don't even whoop them or anything. So I feel like my kids, my babies, they have someone else that they can confide in, somebody else that they can trust, somebody else that they know for sure, if mommy or daddy can't, or if they're not around, or if they're busy or whatever, because we all have stuff that we got to do. We all have to work. We all got to take care of our own mental and emotional health. Sometimes we just need our own time to ourselves and things like that. And that's when these other parents come into play. When you need that for yourself, these other parents can be there so that you can have that for yourself. And I know that I'm so grateful, so grateful, because the burden is not, being a parent's not a burden, but that weight on your chest and everything, and especially if you're by yourself trying to handle yourself, trying to handle being a parent and everything like that, that weight is so much lighter. Like you can breathe knowing that if you're not around at a certain time, your babies are just fine. Like they are just fine. They're happy, they're eating, they're smiling, they're playing, they're getting got on if they're doing something wrong. They're being put in their place if and when needed and everything like that. Like, come on now, people. That is a blessing, not is not a curse. It's not something bad. That is something like really amazing. And I really pray that all other parents out there, I really pray that you guys can learn to feel the same way. Because kids, they don't ask to be here. They don't ask for these people to be in their lives. They just want to be loved. That's all it is. They just want to be loved. They want to be loved on, taken care of, and spoiled a little bit and everything. And the more people around to do that, the merrier, because a lot of kids have none. They don't have any. I only had one. All I had was my mommy. And though she did a smashing job and everything through all struggles, ups and downs, or whatever the case may be, and I know I was a handful myself, you know, but she only had herself. That no dads decided to stay around. She only had herself. But my kids, me, I don't just have myself. There's other people, great people, awesome, loving, caring, kind-hearted people, to help with them. We're all our own kind of parents. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes we can clash because we have different disagreements and everything of the nature. But at the end of the day, we all come together for these babies. And it warms my heart to know that. And so, with that being said, I'm going to pray that everyone out there can find it in their hearts to feel the same way about your kid's stepmom or stepdad or whatever the case may be in your situation. Because it really is a blessing, especially if they're good people. So, I really hope that you guys have a blessed Sunday and everything, and I will see you at my next video. Bye. Love, peace, and happiness.